Good morning, family in America and over the world. Welcome to our morning devotion today. And my name is Diane Hack. I will be your MC for the next 5 to 6 days. And to start us off today, let us offer a bow to our Heavenly Parent and true parents. 천지인 천부님께 경배. And now for our family pledge today, I would like to invite our Dr. Young to lead us with that.
가정 맹세 1. 천일국주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상 천국과 천상 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 천일국주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천일국주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황조권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천일국주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천일국주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 천일국주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 천일국주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 천일국주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상천국과 천상천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Thank you so much, Dr. Young. And now for our opening prayer, I would like to invite the Kiluba couple to offer a prayer. Please unmute yourself.
Join me in prayer. Heavenly beloved Father, thank you very much, Father, for this morning. Thank you for your love, because we know, Father, you never give up on us. This morning, we gathered together as a family to receive, Father, your love, your spiritual food you prepare for us this morning through your son, Dr. Young. Thank you, Father, for everything you do for us. We know, Father, you suffer a lot to find a way to bring us to you, Father, and you keep working, you keep searching how to build your kingdom on earth through a family, Father. And now we know through our beloved, true parents, you give us opportunity, you give us a way where we can really understand your heart, where we can really understand, Father, how you are suffering through these years, Father, and this time you want us to really, Father, understand this suffering course, and you want us, Father, to really build your kingdom on earth together with true parents. Father, in the spiritual world, Mother on earth, we want together, Father, accomplish this responsibility you really give to us. And this time, Father, you know that it's a precious time. Our true mother is giving herself, is doing her best to give her motherly heart to the whole universe, to the humankind. Please, we want to support, we want to promise you, Father, to make a step to be who you want us to be, Father, as your children. Thank you very much. And we want to open our heart now because, Father, you already prepared something else. We know this time is a special time, which you are really talking to Dr. Young. We want him, Father, to be healthy. We want him to be already, ready, Father, and always able to be used by you and to touch our heart. Thank you very much. We offer this time, especially this moment, in your hand. Please be present and all our good ancestors, all the spiritual world to assist us so we can open our mind and heart to receive your word. Father, thank you very much. We offer this time and this humble prayer in our all blessed families and our name blessed family Kiruba. We pray. Aju.
아주 땡큐. 프로스퍼 찰로테 킬루바 감사합니다. Your sincere prayer 감사합니다.
Thank you, Dr. Young.
Prayer. And now it's time to go into our breakout rooms and share our gratitudes for this morning.
Should now be receiving your
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for sharing in your breakout rooms. Now I'd like to invite Mrs. Tomiko Duncan to share her gratitudes for this morning. Please unmute yourself.
Good morning.
와, 우찌라 도미코상 됐다. 즈또待っていたのに.
Dr.
Thank
Yong,
you.
I was in her breakout room. Anyway, thank you so much, Dr. Yong. And we were sharing in our breakout room is sharing that New York, you had a snow. It's amazing to see how nature changes. But I was sharing by looking at our small garden in front of our home. We have one iris I bought 3 years ago, just one bulb, one seed. And then didn't grow well next year, I'm sorry. And then next year, which is this year, bloomed 20 flowers coming up, so beautiful, from 1 to 20 flowers. And I can really see the nature takes a little bit to grow and see the fruits. And then so I can really see now through morning devotion, I was telling we didn't need 3 years to grow and see the fruition of what we were. Now we can really see through morning devotion within a few months. I can really see fruition of beauty between
아주.
first generation, second generations. And now, they are really showing gratitude to you and to actually parents. Second gen start really expressing their gratitude to their parents, and the first generations are expressing their gratitude. The second gen coming up.
Beautiful,
so it's really
beautiful.
beautiful to see the fruition of your effort. Thank you, Dr.
Yeah, thank you, 도미코상. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Thank you, Tomiko-san. Now I want to invite, actually, Kyra Moyer, if you can share your gratitude.
Good morning. Thank you. Very nice to be here. I think I was reflecting this morning on, the power of new beginnings, I guess, similar in terms of spring and things coming back to life after being underground and covered in snow for the winter. And just the amazing new beginnings that we're given all the time, that no matter how far we might stray or how lost we might feel, that God is always there, as the sun is always there in a way, like waiting for everything to come back out of the ground. And I do some work on a farm around here, and it's so evident to see. I was working in the garlic the other day, and that's been buried underground since the fall, and now it's shooting up out of the ground. And just thinking of, I guess, my own kind of faith. Sometimes it has these moments of feeling a little bit sleepy, and really trusting that God is always going to be there for the times when I'm ready to really reach out again. And I want that to be something that's more consistent in my life, and not something that maybe is so cyclical, although sometimes I feel like cycles are good. And so, really grateful that God's love is always there, like the sun, always shining and waiting for us to just, reach up.
Wow. Thank you, Kira Moyer.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you.
감사합니다. Our second generation participating morning devotion is, I am always exciting to see our second generation. Thank you. 감사합니다.
Thank you, Kyra. And now it's time to receive our Dr. Young for our morning devotion.
안녕하세요. Good morning. 오하요 고자이마스. 니하오마. 봉주아. Buenos días. Buongiorno. Guten Morgen. Selamat pagi. Dobraya utra. Peace. Salam. Salam alaikum. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Sawadee-kap. Namaste. My dear brothers and sisters, clergy and ambassador for peace, 안녕하십니까? Yesterday, I talked about ministry of serving with the heart of a parent and the body of a servant, part 2. Today, I'd like to talk about the same topic, ministry of serving with the heart of the parent and the body of a servant, part 3, because this topic is very, very important. This is one of the essential content of our true parents of philosophy. That's why I need to re-emphasize again and again, this ministry about the parental heart and wearing the servant's body. So what kind of the ministry are you doing? I'm sharing continuously about centering on my own experience, my personal ministry. I already shared the 80 point. So today I have been talking for last 30 days with the content that my ministry is the ministry of embodying the heart of a parent and the body of a servant in resemblance to true parents. Please listen carefully. I think this slide is really, really essential content. What is a father's philosophy? So I'd like to invite Heavenly Honey to read.
God will always be with you if you possess the heart of a parent and the body of a servant. The Unification Church will continue to grow if you stand in a position with the heart of a parent and serve like a servant with the unchanging standard of loyalty for the sake of humankind, the earth, and heaven. If it does not grow, God cannot be present in the Unification Church. Do you understand? If God is present, then an environment will be created in which all of you naturally offer devotion. If you do not do this, then the Unification Church is fake. If this environment is not accomplished, then God's will cannot be fulfilled. I cannot do this alone. And even if I am not here, even if I die, the will of the Unification Church will not go away. Most religions dwindle when their founder passes away. However, the will of the Unification Church is something that can conquer the world even if I am not here, even if I die. Wherever it goes, the church will never fail because God will work from the day that his standard is planted.
Thank you very much. God will always be with you if you possess the heart of the parents and the body of a servant. Here Father talking about what will happen if you serve others with the heart of a parent and wearing the body of a servant. If you practice this philosophy, very important philosophy. Do you know what was the true father's one of the main philosophy? And then he gave this. He shared about his own philosophy to the people. He's saying that my philosophy is living for the sake of others. So that is a really powerful father's guidance. Living for the sake of others. But sounds good. But when I study Father's word, what does it mean? How to live for the sake of others? Father talk about here. How to live for the sake of others. What's the essential content to live for the sake of others? Here is a really key point, his internal philosophy. You know, when Father talking about living for the sake of others, that is very much looks like external content. However, Father mentioned very clearly how to live for the sake of others. He said his internal philosophy is what? You need to have heart of parents and wearing the body of a servant. I got a very, very clear answer. How to serve my father and mother, how to live my own brothers and sisters, how to take care of my children, how to take care of my nation, how to take care of the world. Answer is very simple here, but very much fundamental guidance given by Father. That is parental heart and servant's body. I'd like to read books. I read so many books, but I did not hear this kind of the philosophy. I got a very clear answer how to live for the sake of others. You need to have a heart of the parents, and you need to wear body of a servant. If using this kind of internal philosophy, serving people, serving the nation, serving your tribe, serving your member, serving your kin, serving even your enemy, everything can be settled down. Wow, I really love Father's word so much. And then Father said here, what will happen if you serve others with the heart of the parents on and wearing the body of a servant? What kind of phenomena appear? He said, first, heaven is always with you. Secondly, growth and develop will surely happen. The reason why God is not with you is because you don't have a life. You know, you do not about you don't have a life that serve with the heart of the parents and then the body of a servant. Father said very clearly, if you have a heart of the parents and then serving the people, wearing the body of a servant, Father said, surely God is there. God always with you, always growing, always develop. Then why I cannot feel God? Why my organization cannot multiply? What is the main reason? You're just maybe workaholic. Everything you do just by duty or your responsibility. But you put heart of the parents and then wearing body of a servant and truly serving people. Everybody feel that God is with me. Always growing and growing and growing. Everybody feel the word of heart. What is the 정성 of 정성? The 정성 of 정성 is to serve with the heart of the parents, and then serving with the body of a servant. You don't need words. You need to talk. You no need to talk much. It is a show through practice. As long as Unification Church has a philosophy of serving with the heart of the parents, wearing the body of the servant, the Unification Church will develop forever, even if the parents are not on earth. And we can conquer the world if we utilize this philosophy, parental heart, and then wearing servant's body and serving anyone. Father said, then Unification Church never ever perish. Internally speaking, the true parents' philosophy of living for the sake of others is to serve with the heart of the parents and the body of a servant. Just now I mentioned that if you live with this philosophy, Father said, you will never perish. Wow, this morning until now I prepared this content and over. I am so excited. I got a very, very clear answer. Not just only vaguely living for the sake of others. Sounds good, living for the sake of others. But Father here teach very clearly how to live for the sake of others. He mentioned very clearly, you need to have a heart of parents. And then you need to wear the body of a servant. And then work harder than servant and slaves. When parents, serve the children, like a slave, like a servant, any kind of the dirty job, parents want to do everything. Wow. That's why I cannot deny true parents are the Messiah. Really, I am really, really grateful to the parents of this kind of the guidance. Okay. Another slide.
Love yourself, attend and be attended. It is the love for yourself that comes after you have loved your brothers as God's body, meaning you should love yourself. Jesus said to love your neighbors as you love yourself, but I don't think there was such a love between Jesus' disciples. You are supposed to love your neighbors as you do yourself, but it should be the opposite. If you love your brothers and sisters and unite with them first, then even if you try not to love one another, you cannot help yourselves. When you are in such a position, your brothers and sisters will naturally follow you. When they say they will follow you and serve you, you should accept. Then other people cannot say, hey, why do you only love and follow that person when you don't even love and follow me? In the end, the environment will enter a realm in which people can love themselves. However, when you receive that love, do not think of it as your own, but circulate it back to God and the church. Within that realm, to love yourself does not become self-centered.
Thank you, Heavenly Honey. Do you remember the principle of give and take action? The principle of give and take action is to give first and receive later. Give and receive this principle. Receive and give, this is a non-principle. Principle is very simple. Give first and then receive later. You receive first and then give, that is the fall. And then it's like same principle, okay? Like a principle of give and take action. Give and take, give and receive. You gain strength when you give and then receive well. Like this, if you attend your neighbors with the heart of the parents and the body of a servant, the other person will surely attend you. When the other person wants to attend you, Father said, do not try to avoid, but turn the person's serving mind toward heaven and through parents. That's why Father said, you need to attend first. Truly attend. No need to have any expectation. This person returned to me. However, according to universal principle, when you truly attend and serve for others, then this person surely attend you. This is a universal principle. That's why when you're serving for others, okay, centering on parental heart and wearing the body of a servant, and then when that person return to you something that time, what is your attitude? Oh, no, he want to give me something. I feel like a burden. I need to return more. Father said, do not have this kind of feeling. When someone attend you and then accept happily, you accept happily his hospitality. And then important things, you need to return, not just only to yourself. You need to return to God and through parents. This person serving me, actually not serving me, serving God and through parents through me. That's why my job is like a mediator's job. That's why when someone offer you something, attend you something, serving you something, accept happily, and then I need to become mediator to return to God and through parents. Father said. So when you truly attend someone, and this person surely attend you as well, right? And then that time you have the qualification to receive that kind of the attendance. That's why Father talking about love, actually loving others, actually that is loving yourself. Therefore, the life of faith is to attend first and be attended. What is the formation stage? I need to attend people. I need to attend my able. I need to attend people. And then what's the growth stage? When you're serving and attending, centering on parental heart, wearing servant's body, and this cane attend you, then you will be attended. That's why attend and be attended. This is a give and take. This is a universal principle. Therefore, so being attended by other person means that you love yourself. You realize that you are so precious. If I attend my brothers and sisters with the parent's heart and the body of a servant, the other person will be, compelled to attend me. The reason why the other person does not attend me is because I did not attend the other person first. I'm really grateful to Reverend Yohani. He said, we are talking about when we are talking about the filial piety. Filial piety means in Korea, using the terminology filial piety, children love their own parents. So filial piety means children offer to parents. So when parents love children, do not using the terminology of the filial piety. But Reverend Yohani said, I'd like to recommend. You need to have the filial piety toward your sons and daughters. Then in the beginning, we are struggling. What is he talking about? He said, same manner and attitude. When you attend God centering on your Hyojang filial piety, and then need to using same manner, same attitude toward to your children. That's why you need to do your filial piety to your sons and daughters, and then they will return to you their own filial piety. If you attend your children surely attend you. That is the principle of give and take action. So this is really important point. 자, another slide.
There is a process to loving God. In the course of restoration, you need to create this kind of environment and stand in a position that can receive God's love. When you do so, you can stand in the position to love yourself. You need to understand that without going through these positions, we cannot restore and completely liberate this fallen world to the Garden of Eden. Next is love centered on the family. I am speaking in context of blessed families. You should have love for your family, and you should love your nation. You should transcend the love for your family and love your nation. Transcend the love for your nation and love the world. Transcend your love for the world and love the cosmos. And transcend your love for the cosmos and love God. In other words, you cannot love God without going through the process of loving the individual, the family, the nation, and the world.
Wow. Today, I discover again very, very important principle from Father's word. Father said, there is a process to loving God. What kind of process to loving God? At the end here mentioned yellow part. Father said, in other words, you cannot love God without going through the process of loving the individual. Then after that, family. After that, nation. After that, the world. God is much, much greater than individual, family, nation, and world, greater than cosmos. So God is greater. That's why Father said, in order to reach to God, of course, we can meet God individually and personally. However, to feel God substantially, how can you possess God's heart and God's love? Father said, there is the formula course. There is a process to loving God. And then what's the answer? The formula course is what? First of all, you need to love your family more than individual. You need to love your tribe more than your own family. You need to love your nation more than your tribe. You need to love the world more than your nation. You need to love God more than world. Without this kind of process, you cannot possess God. Wow. That's why this is a really important point. I want to explain later more. Father here talking about the first step is to love your neighbor with the heart of the parents and wearing the body of a servant. Then you are being attended from the other person. This is the individual level. Creating an environment where you can be attended from others is to create a foundation of receiving God's love. The next step is to attend members of the family with the heart of the parents and the body of a servant. After that, you need to love the nation, the world, and cosmos, and God with the heart of the parents and the body of a servant. Even though you want to love God, why does not it feel real? This is because there is a process that must be followed. I want to repeat again. First, you need to love your neighbor before starting family. And love your family. And love your tribe and nation and the world on the foundation of the loving all of that, can you love God, which is the last step, and feel God's love? Therefore, to love God, you need to have the standard and the result of loving the nation and world. Loving God on a personal level is different from loving God on a global level. You need to know that God is not only my personal father and mother, but also He is the father of the nation, the world, and cosmos. That's why here is the point, my brothers and sisters. Important point. In order to possess God, when the Bible talking about John chapter 3 and verse 16, why Heavenly Father sent the Messiah? Not because of the individual, because He loved the world. So now, our capacity of our heart and love, we need to reach to the worldwide level, global level. Then we truly can feel, even though you are black people, white people, yellow people, it does not matter. We can embrace beyond color, beyond national boundaries, beyond any denomination and religion. So beyond the nation, and then reach to the worldwide level. What is after worldwide level? That is God. That's why when I truly love individual and tribe and nation and reach to the worldwide level, Father here saying that you can feel God substantially. So without loving the world, without concept of the loving the world and the nation, you cannot love God. That's why we need to raise up our second generation. We need to plan, we need to teach them how to love the world. The world is our stage. Not just only we are satisfied centering on our own nation. God always concerns the world, all mankind. That's why as a children, as a blessed family, as a second generation, first generation, need to have the same concept as God, that I can relate to God. God's main concern is all mankind without missing anyone. His main concern how to save the world more than nation, more than individual. That's why Father's slogan is what? How to create one family under God. America should live for the sake of the world. Then America never ever perish. Our final stage is to love the world, love all mankind, same as God. Then we can possess God. God belongs to us. Okay. One more slide.
A home with many children will not fail. A household will never fail if the parents have many children. Even if their children are scumbags, they will eventually give birth to one that is good if they have many of them. It is the same type of law. A parent's heart is the origin from which the survival of our Unification Church is determined. From this principle, Jesus was also the source of an explosive fountain that could overturn the world. That is why I ask you to enter this realm of heart and spend 3 to 7 years of your lives here. If you cannot accomplish it within 7 years, then you should spend 21 years here. Then even if you die, your grave will surely become a flower garden. That is why I make you endure hardship.
Thank you. Father said, how to experience the parent's heart? Externally, you need to have many children and then, raise up them. Secondly, you need to have many spiritual children and raise them. The reason why, Father talking about, how to experience the parent's heart. You need to really try to get more children. Of course, I had the experience of those who have many children, there are a lot of problems. But Father said, even though you have the 13 children, 14 children, many of them are problem, but you do not know. One of them, a really chosen guy, he become really, really famous, and he recover all the other children's problem. So that's why anyone have a lot of children, and his mother and his father's heart is very beautiful, very much embracing. And also, in order to have the great container of the true love, you need to raising up a lot of spiritual children. Do you know the reason why Jesus could cause and magic and miracles and wonder was not by borrowing the spiritual power? The work of the healing took place because there was the parent's heart and took pity on the sick and the disabled. I really cried when I know about the Jesus quality of true love. Many people say, believe in Jesus, believe in Jesus, believe in Jesus. According to your faith, you can heal people. Anyone disabled person, anyone sick, you can be cured. That's why they externally follow the way of Jesus, the miracles and wonder and magic. Actually, they do not know how Jesus, make the miracles and healing the people and disabled child become normal person. They do not know. The reason, only one reason. Jesus has parental heart. When he look at sick people, when he look at disabled people, treat them as his own child. Treat them as God's child and really, really sympathize, centering on his love. That's why his love heals those who are sick. His parental love heals disabled child. Not because of the miracles and power, spiritual power from the heaven. That's why those who understand that way, people are become very external, become hypocrite. We need to understand Jesus' quality of true love, parental heart. When he has a parental heart, really sympathize them and pray sincerely, then miracle happen. Therefore, when we have the parental heart and wearing servant's body, truly love people, we can heal so many people's spiritual problem, internal problem, family problem, any kind of problems. Wow. Our Jesus is amazing. I really admire his quality of true love. So let me summarize today what we are talking about. A ministry that worship with the heart of the parents and body of a servant A minister of attending and being attended. Just now I mentioned that. If you truly serving others, you will be served, which will soon result in loving yourself. There are stages for worshiping as a servant with a parental heart to attend God. God cannot leave the position of having the heart of the parents and then body of servant. So, as long as you have the parental heart wearing the servant's body, God never leave from you. Never. An individual or church will never fail if they have the heart of the parents and the body of a servant. Even Father recommend that centering on parental heart, wearing the servant's body, attend God, between 3 to 7 years as a servant with a parental heart, you never perish. If you attend as a servant with a parental heart, your ancestors in the spiritual world surely cooperate. I think this is the main point. Today, I'd like to talk about a little bit about our ACLC update. Yesterday, I'm very inspired to hear the report from ACLC side. Look at it here. The road to 144,000 clergy start with 120. And, Father say that as when Christian ministers accept divine principle, receiving the blessing, 3-day ceremony, when we have the 120 number, same as Jesus' disciples, then Holy Spirit will come down. So that's why since I came to America, I emphasize over and over again and again the importance of the 43-day conditions. So now our brothers and sisters are working so hard. T.L. Barrett already completed 3-day ceremony. So far, now 43 clergy couples completed 3-day ceremony, 43-day condition. Now on the way, completing 12 people. So far now, 55 people. So I really encouraging my brothers and sisters, key is 3-day ceremony, 40-day separation. And now I have experience in Oceania, everywhere. In Asia especially, anyone finish 43-day condition, without exception, everybody experience of the rebirth. No one negative. And then they are so inspired and then share their friend, their own congregation, and then automatically multiply. So now, yesterday when I hear the report from the ACLC coordinator, now they have confidence how to explain 43-day condition. Anyone completed 43-day condition, they multiply by themselves. And then those who completed 3-day ceremony, 40 days separation, and then they can encourage their own congregation after giving the blessing. Let them finish 40-day separation, 3-day ceremony. I think if we focus on 3-day ceremony, our ACLC movement automatically and naturally can develop. Today, I want to share about some of the testimony from Asia, just only 2 persons. I'd like to invite Heavenly Honey to read their reflections.
Testimony from Cambodia. Father and Mother Moon is the King of Peace. Yi Song-ki, Director of Education Department, Battambang Provincial Hall. I met the movement through the International Youth Convention in Battambang on June 13th, 2015. The Universal Peace Federation invited my couple to attend the Interfaith Peace Blessing Ceremony at Vermilion Porchi. I did not join the pre-program, but my wife who joined the pre-program told me very strongly about the 40 days separation. We started our 40-day separation, and on the 37th day, we saw a very good dream. After waking up, we were so surprised. We had exactly the same dream. We decided to continue our separation till 16th of September, which is my wife's birthday. We attended the Asian Leadership Conference in Bangkok and joined the blessing again. That night, we had the same dream again, that Father and Mother Moon are bringing big fortune with them. I told Mr. Hajime and Mr. Hen that they should educate all the 10,000 teachers in Battambang. For 20 years of our marriage, we could not have children, but now my wife is pregnant. When I joined the interfaith blessing ceremony in Battambang, I felt Father and Mother Moon are holy beings, and Father and Mother Moon is the King of Peace. Mr. Hajime told me about Heavenly Tribal Messiah to fulfill the 430 couples. Now I know what I have to do as an educator. What Dr. Yong mentioned about true love and overcoming the 3 desires are very important for all Cambodian people. I will accomplish the 430 couples and also for all educators in Battambang. I am a little sad because I will not be able to go to Korea as a Heavenly Tribal Messiah with my wife, but I will do my most effort to fulfill this.
Yeah, this man called me. Thank you, Dr. Young. Because of the blessing and then 3-day ceremony, we had the experience of the rebirth. We already give up as a husband and wife. We give up because we try for 20 years, no baby. However, right after 3-day ceremony, what happened, Dr. Young? My wife is pregnant. This is really miracles of the miracles. Even entire my family is so surprised. Wow, Dr. Young! He was so happy after delivering baby and then called me. And he's the one of the very famous politician. And he completed 430 couples. You know, he's one of the John the Baptist actually in that area. Okay, another case.
Testimony after 3-day ceremony from Thailand. Mr. Sawang and Mrs. Luin Sukdam, Ambassador for Peace. My husband completely changed himself from a regularly drinking, smoking, beating up his wife, and never paying attention to his family, to become a person who stopped drinking, smoking, and stopped beating up his wife after the 3-day ceremony. He is now paying strong attention to his wife and family now. He regularly wakes up early in the morning, lights the candle, and does hundake, and witnesses to the neighbors. By becoming a model family, he mentioned that living an exemplary life is the most important, and the person who made him change himself is his own son. His son practices a lifestyle of a model youth and COP member. So he, as a father, needs to also be a model father and model family as well. After organizing 1-day seminars in the village, the husband was entrusted and acknowledged by villagers in turning the neighbors to be blessed families.
Thank you, Heavenly Honey. Now, actually, anyone complete 3-day ceremony, many, many miracles happen. Now I can feel that in America. As long as we focus on internal blessing, 40-day separation, 3-day ceremony, I am telling you, what will be happening in America, I do not know. Already I can see great sign now. His mother is coming very soon, the 5th of June. I think she will be here more earlier than that. So let's prepare our heart and, so let Christian minister who completed 3-day ceremony, 40-day separation, welcome from bottom of their heart as the Messiah, as the begotten daughter. This is our really goal and make true mother very happy. And I heard again that mother, how much she is happy to hear our Reverend Pastor Barrett's about the TL Barrett's about the 3-day ceremony. So mother saying that something going on in America. So let's work harder. When mother come in June, let's make happy for our true mother. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Young, for all the content. And yeah, especially for True Mother coming in America. I think it's very important that we prepare our heart. And like Dr. Young said, we cannot love God without going through that process of loving the world and loving the nation. So yeah, so for that, with that, let us go into our breakout room and really share with our brothers and sisters and listening. If you're at home or if you're watching on Facebook, please take this time to reflect and share with your family. And we'll see you back in a few minutes. The breakout rooms, wow. It's so amazing being on Zoom and meeting people from all the world, like different parts of the world. It's amazing. So with that, I would like to invite Dr. Shelly Al-Kayam, who's actually from Israel, and I think she's joining us all the way from Jerusalem. Please unmute yourself so you can share.
Hello, everyone. Hello, dear Dr. Yong.
From Jerusalem?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. And this morning, it's noon here in Israel, but I feel in my heart with you. So for me, it's a moment. Actually, since I joined the morning devotion of America, I wake up much earlier every morning, and I'm so eternally thankful to True Mother for remembering me, because I experience the morning devotion as True Mother personally remembers me and reminds me with the morning devotion to take care of everything that I need to take care of, including myself. And Dr. Young, when you shouted some days ago at the Jericho, my ministry is a ministry of Jericho. You shouted, "Get out of home." And I said, "Oh, I have to get out of home." And I did. And I said, "Okay, I have to go out. I have to go out." And actually, since then, I just go out and take care of things. When Father died, I said, "Oh, now who would save me?" I felt deserted. I felt like orphan. And with this morning devotion, it's like Mother remembers me, reminds me, and I feel personally like she's remembering me, like she's reminding me every morning. Well, noon, but never mind. I do the morning devotions at night sometimes. The 10 things that I am thankful for every morning is changing the chemistry in my body, in my reality. So I'm so happy and joyous with the movement, with this global movement. And I really pray for America to be strong again and to keep the free will again. I'm very thankful to Korea for the parental heart of the people of Korea. I always feel the parental heart of the people of Korea that I meet. So,
thank you.
Just, hello, everyone. I love you so much. And thanks on behalf of Israel, thank you so very much.
Yeah. Our sister Tal is very happy to see you today. She's very happy now, smiling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, Tal is very happy. But yeah, that's so amazing. All the way from Israel. Wow, that's Jerusalem. Yeah, that's amazing. So for the next part, I'd like to invite Tatu and Martin from Carp Las Vegas to share as a second reflection.
For prayer?
Sharing. Your reflection. We cannot hear you. Please
we can't
unmute.
Hear you.
Unmute. You are a young boy. You know how to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it let me unmute for a sec, but can you mute that? Turn it off. Yes. Nice to meet you. Yeah, we're from Carp Las Vegas. So something I realized today was when Dr. Young was talking about how, like, first we have to be able to love ourselves, and then we can love our family, and then our tribe and society, nation, and ultimately God. It was very different from what I thought or what I was used to, because I thought that I first love God, and then on that foundation, I can love myself and love my family and love. But it made more sense when I really thought about like, yeah, all these steps is a step for me to love God even more. And so the more I can practice loving myself and loving my family now and loving the people around me, and loving creation, all of it becomes a foundation for loving God ultimately. And it takes step by step. But yeah, I want to love myself more. I realized recently too.
Okay.
So
great.
Yeah,
thank you, Shu. You're sharing. All right. And then next.
Yeah, I think I'm really grateful for, especially for the past few days, morning devotion. I feel like it's helping me a lot, especially going out witnessing. I feel like even though I'm having so much hard time during witnessing, I'm just trying to love everybody that I meet, just seeing them as God's children too, just having that, just practicing my parental heart toward everybody that I meet during witnessing. I know it's kind of hard, but yeah, I feel like I'm kind of trying my best to do that, and I feel like it's especially more toward morning devotion, just listening to Dr. Young talking about that parental heart, and just knowing that God is suffering more than I'm suffering during that moment during witnessing, and I feel like I'm practicing more to that in my daily life, especially going witnessing too. So yeah. Thank you very much.
감사합니다. Thank you so much, our young boys, our second generation. 감사합니다. Wow, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carp Las Vegas, for sharing, Martin and Tatu. Yeah, and for our daily reminders today, we wanted to remind you all to invite someone, especially from your Trinity, because it's a great way to connect at a artistic level. And attending every day as usual, and especially attending on Zoom, which is a great experience. You can meet someone from Jerusalem, who knows? It's a great way to meet our brothers and sisters all over the world and share your heart, really. And also, we always have the donation. If you have anything you can give from your heart to really help with our morning devotion ministry. And for our musical offering today, it will be given by Mr. Steve Honey. So please unmute yourself and share with us today.
Good evening, Dr. Yong. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Nice to see you all again. I'd like to sing a Korean song. It's a song that our true parents used to sing. I believe they really liked it. It's a Korean song about nature, about flowers on the mountain. San Yuhua. 산에는 꽃이 피네, 꽃이 피네, 피네. 봄, 여름 없이 꽃이 피네. 산에 산에 피는 꽃은 저만큼 혼자서 산에서 사노라네
꽃이 지네 꽃이 지네. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you so much. Such a nice couple. Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful song. That was amazing. And for our closing prayer, I would like to invite on Sarah Hirano, if you can offer a closing prayer. Please unmute yourself.
Good
Sarah.
morning, Diane. Thank you. Caught me off guard. Oh, dear brothers and sisters, join me in prayer. Most beloved heavenly parents, true parents, all humankind, heaven, earth, and all humankind. Thank you so much for this morning devotion today. We are deeply grateful this day, April 17th, 2021, to hear your word, to feel your heart and your love and your spirit. And this song that our precious brother offered brings back so much warm, embracing feeling of true parents. And coupled with the message from Dr. Yong, we really have a complete experience with our sister from Israel. And we understand now how deeply true parents have shaken this world and turned it upside down. And that the work that brothers and sisters are doing with ACLC and ministers, the government ministers as well, the government officials all around the world, we see the sun rising, Heavenly Parent. We see the flowers blooming. We repent so much that our seeds have taken so long to sprout. But Heavenly Parent, as we understand from Father's words, this will never be shaken. It can never be erased. This is permanent. Please allow us to use this day for you, Heavenly Parent, that as we sign off from this call, we don't feel alone at all. We just feel like we have power to do everything we need to do today. We thank you so much. Please be with our precious second generation, that they can really feel this love and this power welling up and springing out from them, exploding like Jesus's heart, to really go forward in their lives. We thank you so much. We'd like to offer our prayers to you, our gratitude this morning, and for the power and strength that you give us. And thank you so much for Dr. Yong and everyone who is taking any kind of, all of us as leadership, Heavenly Parent, every single tribal Messiah, every single online community, let it really go smoothly and prosper today, this day. We offer it to you. We pray this sincerely and offer this prayer and report in all of our names, in our name, Patoshin Sarah Hirano, Central Blessed Family. Amen and Aju.
감사합니다. Thank you, Sarah. 히라노상 감사합니다.
Thank you, Aunt Sarah, for that. And yeah, thank you for attending Morning Devotion. I hope you were able to feel so much love and receive so much from our Dr. Young today and all the brothers and sisters. We'll see you tomorrow for another uplifting morning devotion.
감사합니다. Bye bye. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Rev Chung.
Bye.